Zach Talks TV, Surviving Fillmore, Africa, checking in with the gang. Welcome to the show. What really happened to Charlie? Part 5. But today we're going to try to tackle a couple different issues. It's not going to be all about Charlie this time, but I figure it's still a big issue, so why not we make that the title? You feel me? So we're going to start our show off with a couple more Charlie topics, closing arguments perhaps, and then we're going to switch off into some other big topics that's going on into the world. But in the meantime, in between time, make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. I'm going to take a few minutes to just chill out, let you guys get on up in here, let you guys hit that like button, sub up, and then we're going to hop right into the show. Yeet. When you get in here, man, let me know what city you coming in from, what state you coming in from, how you doing today. Did you do anything exciting? Me, I didn't do too much today. Kind of just chilled out, for real. You know, I'm off today, so I try not to make things too complicated for me on my off days. Tomorrow is my last off day, so I'll be chilling, some more chilling before I go back to work. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I might do tomorrow is go get a haircut, work out, you know, some self-care. Other than that, man, just get ready for the work week while you guys get ready for the weekend, you know. But let's go ahead and get into the show, man. Once again, I'm your host, Surviving Fillmore, Africa, Zach Talks TV. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Let's get it.
Deleted Instagram, but at times I get these profiles sent to me where it's always like you read the profile and it's like John 3:16, you know, with a cross, the young lady, and they're dressed like something out of Playboy. And I say to myself, do you think that's the way to win a man? Do you think just plastering your half-naked body all over Insta, just so you know, oh, wow, men only look at me for my body and look at their social media. I wonder why. Because you put the entire body for the world to see out for everybody. Stop doing that.
See that?
Stop it.
See that? Charlie talking that shit again. You feel me? Happy birthday, Will Manister. Appreciate you coming through here, man. We couldn't have did it without you. Timothy, I appreciate you coming through. Bentley OT, RIP to a legendary person. I see you.
And people will say, Charlie, you have no, you're going to laugh. But you should.
Mouchifin, hello, how are you doing? I'm trying to keep up with all the comments today, guys.
It's okay.
I'm trying to keep up with all the comments. Look at this. This was some bullshit. This was some bullshit, y'all. These are the topics at hand.
So it looks like the man in the gray immediately gets up and walks away, walking right past Irina without saying a word or even checking on her. Right after this lady and this man.
I ain't mean to like it, but look, that shit was crazy. This another big topic that's going on. You feel me? Bomber, what's up with you, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button for me when y'all come up through here. Little man YT, Charlie, I see you. Yeah, man, we got a lot of crazy things happening in America right now. As you can see, this is one of them. The Irina Zarutska lady that was tragically stabbed on a train just out the blue. This was like some demonic type shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was possessing these people that was around and the person that actually did the crime. You know what I'm saying? Nobody stepped in to help. It was really just a poor example of what society has come to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's worried about their own thing. Somebody gets killed right there in front of everybody and people just stand there like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit that society has come to now, y'all. We need to bring back the compassion and bring back the care in the world, because shit is going downhill pretty quickly.
Also get up and leave, and the two people in the back seem to stay put, but not a single person went to.
So they got the guy, Charlie.
My daughter, right here.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what the hell?
It's coming right for us! Oh my goodness!
All right, let's get to the Charlie. We came for the Charlie talk. Let's see what they got about.
Are you voting for Kamala?
We need some debates. That's what we need. Some debates.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot. You know how many mass shooters there?
Let me know what city y'all coming in from, man. What state are y'all popping in from? Hit that like button when y'all get in here. I see we got 102 people. I'm trying to shoot for at least 3,000 people in the chat tonight. And we got a little bit of time on our hands. I was going to go out and do something else, but I'll probably wait. I'll probably just wait, do it another week or something. I don't know. A lot of moving parts on my end, but I decided to, you know what? I'm chilling today. I'm kicking back tonight. I'm about to get my mind right, and we just about to rock out and look into these issues. You feel me? Let's get it.
Been in America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
You know how many?
You're part of the problem. So maybe I really am just Uncle's favorite nephew, but I do have a quick question.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm gonna give you some credit. Are you a Christian by any chance?
Very, very much so.
Like, why is that exactly?
Jesus saved my life. I'm a sinner, gave my life to Christ, most important decision I ever made.
So you believe the Bible is real?
Yes, I believe the Bible is true and real. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the technical answer. There's never been an archaeological discovery that has contradicted the truth of the Bible. And then, of course, the wisdom. There is not a truth of the Bible that if you apply to your life does not improve dramatically. And then finally...
California lockdown. Block me, I volunteer. Get what? Go ahead and shut him down. It ain't take that long. You know what I'm saying? It ain't take that long to shut him down. Let's get back to the show.
We have the most accurate and transparent, historically robust account that one can have of the most important figure ever to live in the history of the world, Jesus of Nazareth. And the resurrection is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.
What makes Christian mythology
real?
real?
So that's not mythology, but that is theology. If Genesis...
Mike Hurd, if you sitting in here for a minute, man, all the hate that comes through, I give you permission to put them in timeout. Put them in timeout for at least 10 minutes. At least 15 minutes. If they talking too slick, ban their ass forever. You feel me? If they talking too slick, ban them for good. All right? We don't want no hate. We want all love. Put some RIPs in the chat. Like I said, these are the closing arguments. I wasn't going to do a part 5, but this is something that I had to do. You know, I had to do. Why? Because the spirit told me to. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a couple of contexts about Charlie here, and then we're going to move into our other issues, which is we got this train issue that's going on, and we have a couple of other things that's going on. So bear with me. Get your mind right. Go get you some chips, some popcorn, some soda pop. And let's kick back. Let's have a time. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech in the chat, but I don't want too much hate, y'all. Too much hate. If they talking too crazy, then just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, put them out for a couple minutes. But, you know, respect. Yeah, for sure. Let's get it.
This 1:1 and the resurrection is true. Anything in the Bible is possible. You're looking at the greatest miracle. The greatest miracle is creation. And then the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. I say, how do you know that Jesus rose from the dead? Well, show me another historical piece of a story where so many people willingly died.
What kids got killed? Let me know what kids got killed. Let me know. He was a bad person, I think. A lot of people think he was a bad person, but why do you think that? Because of the things that he said. You didn't know him at all. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. People think you're a bad person because of the things that you say, and they don't even know you. You feel me? That's how this shit go. That's why we not taking no stance on this. We didn't know Charlie before he got killed at all. You know what I'm saying? So who am I to judge who I think he was after his life is over? You know what I'm saying? I can have my opinion just like everybody else, just like he had his opinion. But does that make me any different? You know, we all have opinions, whether we agree with them or you don't agree with them, you know? Freedom of speech. He was exercising his rights, just like you guys are in the comments. Same thing. You are Charlie. You're just like Charlie, you know?
Died a brutal death for a lie. Every single person around him had everything to lose, and yet they went to the absolute death, from Paul to Peter to the half-brother of James, saying that Jesus is Lord, Jesus rose from the dead. Not to mention, if you were going to fake a story, you would not use female witnesses.
That's one thing I like about Charlie, too. He was deep in his faith. Can we get an amen in the comment section? Can I get an amen? Charlie was deep in his faith. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I can commend him for. No matter what his earthly opinions was about people, he knew that God was the all in all and all end all be all. You know what I'm saying? And he entrenched his life in that. And for that, we can commend him and we can respect that and we can take that and shed that light on our own life and maybe give our life more to God and more to a better purpose. You know what I'm saying? Can I get some amens in the chat?
In the ancient world. In the scriptures, it said that the women were the first one to see Jesus Christ. If you're trying to fake a story, you would never do that. Not to mention the 500 people that saw Jesus after he rose from the dead, and then the later church that lived under persecution under the belief that Jesus Christ was the Son of God.
Are you a Christian by any chance?
Very.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
y'all got me. I found a video of Charlie Kirk spewing hate, and he was being racist towards a black woman. So I got to share it, just like how I share everything else.
How are you? What a beautiful kid that is.
Thank you.
What a gift.
Bro, why are you sharing it with fucking music, buddy?
Under no circumstance ever should a man ever let a woman pay for a date, or you
Ever?
Ever. No circumstance.
Even on the third, fourth, fifth. What if it's first date and you're just not
for anything?
Okay, well, let me.
Hell no. Nope. I believe on the first date, on the first couple of dates, I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying for sure. But when we start dating and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know my bills. I know what you got going on. I think it's time to contribute. You know what I'm saying? I think when a woman, but I don't want to be the one to ask a woman to contribute some shit. I'm the type to just sit back. I'll keep paying for shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type to just observe and see how the lady does. You know what I'm saying? I like my ladies to volunteer to pay. Like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to speak about it. I want my ladies to speak to me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll pay for it. You feel me? But if they ain't taking that initiative, then that tells me all I need to know. That tells me she isn't investing in me like I'm investing in her, you know? It can't be a one-sided investment. It can't be a liability. I didn't get with you for you to become a bill for me. No, I got with you so that we can support each other and accomplish our dreams, you know, and live comfortably. We're supposed to work as a team. Now, when you're working as a team, it's not a one-sided thing. Money is something that you need to power the team. Money is the power, you know? So if one of us only got the power, then that's not a powerful couple, you know? The power couples that you guys see, the husband has money and the woman has money. She's making her money somehow. He's making his money, or they're making money together, you know? That's how it's supposed to be. Now, for you people that think that the woman doesn't have to do nothing, she's just supposed to lay around and watch you make all the money and she's just supposed to waste her life away, that ain't how it's supposed to be. Hell no. I need my woman to have some drive. You know what I'm saying? She got to have some drive. She got to have some wit to her. She got to have some wherewithal to where she's trying to get it to. I can't be the only motivated person in a relationship, you know? What do y'all think? Maybe that's just me, you know? Maybe that's just me. But like I said, just like Charlie, I'm stirring on my stance now. I'm stirring on my stance, just like Charlie. You know. Let's get back into it.
Period.
Well, okay, so
What kind of world are we living in?
Well, hold on a second. I agree with you. If I'm dating a girl, I would pay for everything.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. However, I could see for other people that might be in a different financial position, you pay for 10 dates and then she's like, you know what, I want to treat you.
Well, that's totally different. What we're talking about is like, we're
Yeah,
gonna
like, you know what I'm saying? 10 dates. That's like, damn. Okay, 10 dates. She need to be making making an effort. You know what I'm saying? If I notice you ain't trying to pay for nothing in 10 dates, I'm moving on to the next shorty. I'm moving on to, you feel me? Sometime us as men, we need to be gold diggers too. Fuck that. These ladies always being gold diggers and shit. Nah, as men, we need to be gold diggers too. Fuck that. I'm going where the money at. You ain't got no money. You playing brokey. After 10 dates, I done paid for all this shit and you still playing broke? Hell no. I'm going where the money at. You feel me?
alternate. Like, well, let's you're serious and she wants to take you out to something for a nice dinner. And you might, by the way, if you have the intent to marry, you're already like kind of blending finance.
See that? You see that? Now look at the comments that's coming in, guys. Sexist. You see how they label you? When you have an opinion about something, you're immediately labeled. Why is that? Why does an opinion label you? Answer the question, Piana Mora. Don't act stupid now. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Piana Mora. You over here talking shit. I'm here to talk shit back. We can debate. Do you guys want to debate or not? Okay? You guys want to debate or not? You know? Lance Petty, I'm here to talk to you. Do you have a father in your house? He would have schooled you different. Guess what, ma'am? I was born with a father and a mother. My mom and dad is married, and they've been married 33 years. And guess what? They're a power couple. And guess what? My mom is a hustler. And guess what? My dad is a hustler. And guess what? They're a power couple. I never saw my mom down on the dirt. Like, she's always got her own money. You know what I'm saying? This ain't I was raised around strong women, strong men. You know what I'm saying? With strong opinions. That's the difference between me and you. You know? You might not have had that upbringing. You know, but don't try to force your views onto me, you know? Don't try to force your views onto me, you know? I don't care. You don't have to like me. What did Drake say? I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me. Asking me how did it feel. What did he say? Last time I looked at my right, you niggas was standing beside me. What did he say? Come on, y'all. Quit playing games. Just because I have an opinion, that don't mean come over here and start labeling people sexist and he's this and that. Like, that's y'all problem. That's y'all goddamn problem. Y'all throwing out these labels. That's what y'all tried to do to that's what y'all tried to do to Charlie. Y'all tried the same shit with Charlie. He say some shit about black people. Now he a white supremacist. He got one opinion. Now he a damn white supremacist. Like, God damn, you can't win out this motherfucker. See that? I ain't even been here that long. Y'all already don't label me. God damn it, bruh. I ain't even been here that long. I'm already labeled. God damn. Look, I can't even. God damn. That's crazy.
This is like, I get that psychologically, but like if you're like, oh, we'll take turns. Like, oh, well, you know, you pay this time, I pay this time.
What's your advice to a girl who the guy she's currently seeing, he says that?
Oh, do not marry that man.
But here's the thing. I feel like they should always
break off.
offer.
Great.
But they should offer. They should pull out the credit card.
A woman? Of course not.
Just to offer.
No.
It's a nice gesture.
Facts. Now, fuck with him on that. The offer. You know what I'm saying? If she gonna offer, you feel me? Then that gives me the power to turn it down. Like, nah, baby, I got this. Like, you try to pay for some shit. You feel me? I'm a player, baby. I'm pay for you. You feel me? But if she just like, nah, you gotta pay for my shit, like, hell no, a little bit. Like, come on, have some gratitude. Have some goddamn gratitude. A motherfucker that think you just gonna pay for everything, like, no holds barred, like, they just gonna keep their money to themselves and it's gonna accumulate and you just gonna keep being broke, and hell no, that ain't how I'm playing the game. That's how you lose. That's how you get it in, that's how you break up with somebody and the girl have all the goddamn money and you broke because you done been whining and dining this motherfucker that's been planning to leave your ass the whole time. You feel me? You gotta play this shit smart. It's 2025, y'all. It's 2025. We ain't got time to be getting played stupid. Eli 7, I see you. Eli 7, I see you. Don't spam us now. Don't spam us now, because we can the snipers is here, okay? Imagine playing dumb in the big 20. Exactly. Like, why y'all playing stupid? It's 2025. We are woke. This is the woke era. You feel me? This is the woke era where we are fully aware. We ain't taking none of the bullshit at all, you know? Now, the lady need to be offering something. If you notice that the girl ain't putting in no effort, then shit, we need to go. It's too many fish in the sea. You feel me?
By the way, no. This is feminism. Feminism is that you have to be this like self-independent. This is a nice gesture. It's you trying to be like egalitarian. No, you as women should want to be provided for. In fact, you should have an expectation that you as a woman are so important and so critical and so necessary and beautiful that it shouldn't even be a question.
To me, when I was dating, it would be a huge turnoff if the check comes and she just looks at it and then looks at me and looks at the check.
I totally disagree. Under no
He said, "Bitch, why you looking at the check for?" Nah, see, I would have to disagree on that. Like, when we going out to dinner and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm expecting myself to pay. I'm always expecting to pay. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she says no, keep your money, I'm paying this time. You feel me? Then I take that as a surprise. You know what I'm saying? I get happy with shit like that. So as a man, I'm always expecting to pay. You feel me? I'm always ready to pay because my card is hard. You feel me? But if I pull out my card and she, you know how they put the hand out like, nah, baby, I got this. Then what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna step back like, you know what? Do your thing, baby, because that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I like when the woman can step in like, nah, baby, I'm taking care of dinner tonight. It's on me. You feel me? That's how it's supposed to be.
circumstance.
Did you notice how Kirk seemed?
Mass shooters over the last 10 years? Too many.
This is literally driving me insane. I'm going to tell you what that is. All over social media right now, there are videos.
Yeah, people are going around saying that he's not really shot and some other bullshit, and it was already a dot on his neck, and like, you know how the internet is. When some shit happened, they start talking about hella other conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. We need to just wake up and smell the coffee and realize that shit is happening. People are dying. People are really dying, actually dying, you know? We need to realize this. We can't keep making up excuses for these type of things. And I see that it's 1,000 people in the chat. It's 1,000 people here, y'all. How the hell is it only 49 likes? How the hell is it only 49 likes? We need 100 likes at once. Hell no. I can't even continue. We need 100 likes. Can we get the likes up, please? Can we get the likes up, please? Hell no. Charlie Kirk would look at this and be like, nope, break up with him. You feel me? Nope, leave him in the water. Because then, hell no. Charlie Kirk wouldn't like this shit. He'd be like, hell no, leave him in the dirt. Because hell no. They ain't showing the support. Leave their ass. They gonna lead you to the wrong place. Hell no. This shit is getting crazy out here. I'm just trying to stay afloat. You need people like me. If I wasn't here to tell you about it, how you gonna know? If I wasn't here to tell you about it, how you gonna know it? How'd you know? You know? How'd you even know? I open this platform so that we can all speak. We can all have a place to speak freely. You know what I'm saying? And we can just speak our mind, you know? This is a place where we can agree to disagree. That's my thing here, guys. I like to agree to disagree. So I like y'all to have y'all own opinions, you know? But what I don't like is for y'all to come in here and spread hate. That's what I don't like. That's what that shouldn't be on your agenda as a human being. Now, if your agenda is hate, if you wake up and your first thing to do is go somewhere and hate on somebody, then you're already living life wrong. This is why your life is not how it's supposed to be right now. You know what I'm saying? The more hate you spill into the world, the more it projects back onto your own life. You know, that's what y'all don't get. That's what y'all don't get. Y'all fail to realize it. The more love you show, the more love comes back to you. Love is reciprocated. It's all energy. All of this shit is energy, energy, energy. We're transferring energy. Even just being here in my chat, you're getting my energy, you know? You're getting that good energy. So the longer you stay here, the more you get powered up. You get powered up. And then tomorrow, we just wake up, positive mood, ready to get some money, ready to turn up. You know what I'm saying? Ready to live life to the fullest, because that's what it's about. It ain't about spreading hate, seeing who's the next person that's going to die and coming up with theories of how people didn't die. Like, what the hell? Shit is crazy. Can we get some RIP Charlies in the chat? RIP Charlies in the chat before I get to the comments. I want to see just 1,000 RIP Charlie comments. You feel me? Because why? Because he was just a human. He was just a human that got hurt. I'm just going off that. You feel me? Fuck everything else. He was a human that got hurt. Just like every other human that died today and all the other days, we need to pray for all humans. We need to pray for humanity. All humanity. Charlie was just one piece. You know? But it's people dying every day, B. People dying every day. And they shouldn't be. People are being taken out prematurely. And people's lives are being robbed. People are being robbed of their lives. Not only here in America, but even in Ukraine. You go over to Ukraine right now, your life is, you know what I'm saying? You got a 50-50 chance in Ukraine right now. You go over to Ukraine, a motherfucking drone strike might hit your ass. You know what I'm saying? This shit get crazy. That's why you got to wake up and you got to pray. And you got to pray hard, you know? That's one thing I need to do more. I need to do more praying. You know, I'm failing on my prayer, you know? So I need to start praying more also so that I can get my proper blessing, you know? I've been slacking. So I'm not on here talking, giving my opinion to things as if I'm right with everything. I'm not perfect at all. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm imperfect as hell. You feel me? I'm not perfect at all. That's why I'm not taking it upon myself to judge nobody or to tell nobody that they're a white supremacist or to try to impose my opinion on somebody else just because of their skin color or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm way past that. It's 2025. We got to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is humanity as a whole. You know? Humanity as a whole is going downhill. And I'm here to lift it up. If you're here to bring down society, then you can exit immediately. We're here to uplift, okay? Only uplift, nothing else. Let's get back into it.
Of Charlie Kirk's death.
Shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Have you ever eaten an egg before? Yes or no? Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Scrambled, yeah.
Okay, so Would that be you scrambled a full chicken?
Abortion. How do you guys feel about abortion? Let me know in the comment section. Stop the spamming, guys. Why are you spamming? See them spammers? Those are robots. Those are the new AI technology. Those are the new AI technology people. They in here spamming and they trying to figure out what to say, but they robots, so they can't figure out what the hell they want to say. God damn it. If you're a robot, stop spamming. All right. Now we got 2.4K people in here, 2,400 people in here, and only 113 likes. So I'm not playing nothing. I don't even want to talk to y'all until we get 200 likes. We need 200 likes at least, because I can't fathom how you guys are spreading so much hate in the comment section. It's more comments than likes. Why is it hundreds and hundreds of comments already and not hundreds and hundreds of likes? You see how much hate is in the world? We need more love, less hate. Now, if you're showing love in the comment section, show love to the video by pressing the like button. That's all I ask. So right now, I'm going to send the collection plate around. If you ain't got no money to throw down on the chat, then at least throw down that like button. You feel me? Now let the collection plate, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to the rack. Now I'm going to go ahead and pass it to the rack. You feel me? Collection plate coming around. If you ain't got no money, drop a like down. Collection plate coming around. If you ain't got no money, drop a like down. You feel me? Hey, you gotta be able to move this. You gotta be able to move this shit, y'all. You gotta be able to move the crowd, because the crowd is big in here. We got 500 people in the chat. We at 142 likes. We need 200 so we can get on with the video. Y'all want less talking? Y'all want less talking and more video footage? Then let's go ahead and get them likes up. Couple more. We right there. We can do it. Here, I'll play a little bit more.
Hold on. You understand it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right.
Yeah.
Your point, the whole thing you're making, is
hold on.
that
So,
a
no,
baby...
since we're doing pop quiz on like human development, so when exactly do heart waves begin in utero?
You know that, but you don't know the four.
Hold on, no, wait, so tell me when heartbeat.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
No.
So wait, hold on. So you're trying to say I know more about the woman reproductive system than you do?
I am a woman, so yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, but the point being is we could both go back and forth of like independent trivial facts when it comes to the woman's reproductive system. But here's something we all know, because God wrote this.
Nah, Angel said, bro, shut up. That's the realest shit. That's the realest shit I done read. Bro, shut up. Damn. You gotta respect the motherfucker when they just say, bro, shut up. I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They come at you real like that. That's what I like. They stern on their stance. See, that's what I like. That's what I like. Angel came in this motherfucker. She like, bro, shut up. she ain't playing no goddamn games.
On the human heart of every individual, as it says in the book of Romans. We know deep down it's wrong to murder a baby.
You're not murdering a baby. It's not a baby.
Is it wrong to murder a baby? Yes. Is it wrong to murder an embryo? Let me know in the comment section. How do y'all feel about abortion? This is a big, big, big issue. This is a big, big, big issue. What do y'all feel about abortion? Yes or no? Okay, look, this is how we gonna do it, because I can't tell. Yes, put yes in the chat if you're for abortion. Put no in the chat if you're not for abortion. Let's do that. Let's see. Okay, I see a yeah. I see no. Okay, no. No. Damn. So nobody, no abortion. Damn. Nobody wants abortion for real. Yup. No abortion. Okay. So it's a lot more. I see that it's a lot more no's than yeses. So what do y'all feel about? Okay. Let me give y'all a scenario real quick. So a 10-year-old girl, she gets raped, R-worded. Damn. She gets R-worded, right? She has a baby. She's pregnant with a baby. Now, should she be able to abort that baby? Or should she not be able to abort that baby? Let me know in the comment section. I need a real answer because that is a real subject. Should she be able? Okay, let's do this. Should she be able to abort the baby? Yes. If not, put no. Damn. I see. Okay, now it's mixed. See, now it's mixed. Now it's mixed with yeses and nos. See, so that's where the divide comes in at. Why would y'all feel like, no, she shouldn't abort it? Like when it was brought here by way of evil. What the hell? By way of rape. If the baby was brought here by evil intentions, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That's where it get tricky at. You see how it get tricky? That's where it get tricky at. And then that's when you leave it up to the woman. But then if you leave it up to the woman, the 10-year-old girl, she's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's when the parents gotta talk. That's when the parents gotta step in. You know? These are the real issues that these politicians gotta come up with an answer for us. They gotta listen to millions of people and just come up with some shit that we all gotta abide by. You know what I'm saying? You see how hard that is? We can't even get the issue of abortion settled. Let's try to settle abortion in this chat today. Can we get it done today once and for all about this abortion issue? Because if we can get it done today, I can present it to Trump tomorrow, and then we can, you know what I'm saying? We can move the country forward. You know? I can be like, you know what, Trump? I had 1,000 people. I did a vote. What I came to realize is that abortion is blah, 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 blase, blase, blah. And, you know, it's actually a very hard issue. But let's get back into the video, y'all.
Okay, well, let's play this out. What is it then?
It is an embryo, which is not a baby.
Well, okay, so it's a fertilized embryo.
Correct, which is not a baby.
So at what point does it become a baby?
When it is born.
Oh.
Have you ever eaten an egg before? Yes or no? Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Scrambled, yeah.
Yeah, the child is not evil. No matter how it comes to be, the child is not evil. But an evil act bringing a child into the world unwantedly by nobody, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know. It's a hard issue. It's very hard. It's very hard. You know, it's a very hard issue. And I'm torn. I've been to abortion rallies. I've been to all of that stuff. And the thing is, the woman feels like it should be totally up to her. And I feel like I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I'm cool with that. It should be up to the woman at that point. And if it's a kid that gets R-worded, it should be up to the mom at that point, for sure. You know? I feel like the woman should have power over their own reproductive system and what happens. That's that. That's how I feel. Now, if you feel different, let me know in the comment section. You know? Let me know in the comment section. Because that's the thing. Y'all coming over here labeling me. Y'all saying I'm this. Y'all saying I'm that. But what y'all don't know is I put women in high regards. You know? Women are very important in my life as a man. You know what I'm saying? I have 3 sisters myself. I have a mom myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any brothers. I grew up in a household with 4 women and my dad. You know what I'm saying? So women had the rule ability my whole life, really. Women ruled the house. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, we were the men still. We had to wear our pants too. But that's the thing. I know what it means to, I know what certain things mean to women, you know? And when it comes to these type issues, I feel like it should be totally left up to the woman to decide. You know? What do you guys feel? If you feel like no, put no. If you feel like yeah, put yeah, you know?
You still haven't answered the question.
I'm trying to.
Why?
It's a complicated answer.
Black people are only 13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. Why?
Because black people tend to be in lower economic statuses because of
Okay, no, this is
And she had that right. She's right there. Okay? She's definitely right. Let's not discredit this young lady. She's definitely right. Let's keep going.
fine. This is great.
Basically.
So you think that poverty equals crime?
I think that it's highly correlated, and there's a lot of studies
This is where we
on that.
disagree. What an insult to the working poor of
So
this
why
country.
do you think black people commit more crime,
Well, first of
Charlie
all,
Kirk?
so let me ask you a question as
No,
my
answer.
answer.
Go on.
What percentage of blacks have a father around when they're raised?
I'm not sure.
20%.
So that's why
80% of
You hear that? 20% of black people, black couples, black kids have a father around when they're born. That is a horrible percentage. That's like the lowest of any race. We should feel ashamed of ourselves. And look at what else Charlie said. This is some real shit that Charlie's saying. This is actually one of my favorite videos of Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Because he actually spilled out some real facts. Once you spill out them real facts, then that's what people, you know what I'm saying? That's what people they can't take real facts. You know what I'm saying?
blacks do not have a stable father around. That is the most predictable way to end up in prison, end up as a murderer or a criminal.
And why
It's
do
not
you
a
think
racist.
And what's the percentage of fathers do you guys think of the people the black men that end up in prison? What percentage of them do you think have a father? Damn near zero. You know what I'm saying? Me, I had a father. I grew up with a father in my household every day. You know what I'm saying? I've never been to prison. I've never been to jail. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You know, and you know why I'm a law-abiding citizen? Because I was raised to respect authority. When you don't have your father in your life, you're not really raised to respect authority that much. And that's where the disconnect becomes. Once you're not raised to respect authority, then you're able to fall off the handle. You're able to disrespect anybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to it.
It's a problem. It's not a white supremacy problem. It's a fact that black fathers impregnate women and they don't stay around with the women that they have impregnated.
Charlie Kirk, do you think that happens more in the black community compared to others?
It's threefold. Number one, we subsidize single motherhood. Number two, it's culture. It's accepted in the black community. And it should be.
And he hit it right there on the nose. He hit it right there on the fucking nose. I don't care what none of y'all say. Fuck it. Call me a sellout, what the fuck ever. He hit it right there on the nose. What'd he say? It's accepted in the black community. And that's totally true. Y'all accept that shit. Y'all accept single motherhood. Y'all accept deadbeat dadhood. Like, what the fuck? Y'all accept dudes to have a bunch of different baby mamas and a bunch of different kids. Y'all look up to men like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all putting these type of men in high regards. That's what the black culture accepts. And that's what we breed. And that's the type of shit that's going to keep us losing as a society. But a lot of y'all don't want to admit it. A lot of y'all just want to turn up in the club, listen to Sexy Red, shake ass all night. You know what I'm saying? While the kids at the babysitter and you know what I'm saying? All the bullshit. Y'all just want to party till y'all motherfuckers dead and gone. And then y'all kids doing the same bullshit y'all was doing. And it's a stupid ass cycle. Nobody helping nobody. Not even your own damn kids. Ain't that some shit? Culture accepts it. We need to change the goddamn culture of this whole shit. Because if we don't change the culture, our kids are going to be entrenched in the same culture and we're going to get the same results that we've been getting. Can I get an amen in the chat, man?
Culture. Okay.
Don't take my word for it. Read Thomas Sowell's own book on how black culture allows single motherhood to continue into a nanny state type practice. 75% of black youth are raised without a father in the home. 75%. Is that a bigger problem or not a bigger problem than whiteness, white privilege, or white supremacy? You still haven't answered the question.
I'm trying to.
Why?
It's a complicated answer.
Black people are only...
I gotta play this again. It's one of my favorites.
13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. Why?
Tell them.
Because black people tend to be in lower economic statuses because of...
And she's right. She's right too. Let's not discredit this young lady. Once again, she's right. Don't make her feel indifferent because you know what I'm saying? She's right.
Because of
this
CRT.
is fine. This is great.
Basically.
So you think that poverty equals crime?
I think that it's highly correlated, and there's a lot of studies.
This is where we disagree. What an insult to the working poor of this country.
So why do you think black people commit more crimes?
Well, first of all, let me ask you a question as my answer.
Go on.
What percentage of blacks have a father around when they're raised?
I'm not sure.
20%.
So
20 fucking percent, bro. That percentage is laughable. That percentage is fucking laughable. Just we should be ashamed of that percentage. You know, why is this accepted in the black community? Why is this accepted? Why isn't families held in high regards anymore in 2025? Why don't we support familyhood instead of single motherism and baby daddy and baby mama co-parent? Like, come on now. Marriage and all of that, it should be held in high regards. It keeps the family together. It keeps the kids growing up with both sides. And nobody's perfect. Both sides never gonna be perfect. The relationship might not even be perfect. But let's normalize working out our problems. You know? Once again, my parents been married 33 years. Was it easy? Hell no. And I know because I was right there. Every step of the way down there. You know? It takes compromise. It takes talks. It takes debates. But we need to normalize family again and keeping the family together. 20% of kids growing up without a father. Well, no, 20% of kids growing up with a father. So that's 80% without. And that's just a ridiculous number. That's a ridiculous number. And we definitely need to start spreading the right message and fixing the culture as quickly as possible. Let's get back into it.
80% of blacks do not have a stable father around. That is the most...
Chris D. Gatton, appreciate you coming through, bro. I appreciate that $10, man. May it be reciprocated to you tenfold. Chris says, it starts with love. You have to love somebody that you love. Don't even know it starts with love. You have to love somebody that you don't even know. Definitely true, Chris. Definitely true. It all starts with love. We got to start loving each other. We got to start loving each other and spreading the love. And you see what Chris doing? Chris is spreading the love. Shout out Chris. Shout out to Chris.
Predictable way to end up in prison, end up as a murderer or a criminal.
And
it's not a racism problem. It's not a white supremacy problem. It's a fact that black fathers impregnate women and they don't stay around with the women that they have impregnated.
Charlie Kirk, do you think that happens more in the black community compared to others?
It's threefold. Number one, we subsidize single motherhood. Number two, it's culture. It's accepted in the black community, and it shouldn't be.
Culture. Okay.
Don't take my word for it. Read Thomas Sowell's own book on how black culture allows single motherhood to continue into a nanny state type practice. 75% of black youth are raised without a father in the home. 75%. Is that a bigger problem or not a bigger problem than whiteness, white privilege, or white supremacy? You still haven't answered the question.
It starts with us. That's the thing. It starts with us. That's what I was trying to preach to y'all the past couple of segments. It starts with us. We can't expect no other races to respect us until we start respecting ourselves. If we can't start respecting ourselves and turning our own race around, then how can we expect another race to respect us? It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's take the Mexicans, for instance. The Mexicans come over here, they stick together. They'll get a home together. Like, it'd be like 10 of them in there. They get a home together. They'll all work at the same job. Like, they stick together as a family. You know what I'm saying? That's what I learned a lot from the Mexican race, because it's a lot of Mexicans where I live at. That's what they do. That's what I learned from them. They stick together. You know what I'm saying? They move a certain way. They work hard. These are all great. These are great things to say about a race. You know what I'm saying? These are great things. I don't know about their familyhood or nothing, but as far as what I see from the inside, from the outside looking in, I can see that they hold family in high regards. And they put hard work and high regards and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Mexicans.
I'm trying to.
Why?
It's a complicated answer.
Black people are only 13% of the population, yet they can
understand where it comes from. My major problem is what I feel is blatant hypocrisy and contradictions, specifically from yourself. For example, a couple weeks ago, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett called Governor Abbott Governor Hot Wheels. And yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. I didn't agree with that. And obviously you didn't either. You went on X. You said this woman is trash. But I would never take it that far. But on November 24th, 2015, Donald Trump mocked a disabled reporter, Serge Kowalski. He flailed his arms, made fun of his voice, and made fun of his face. And I looked up and down your X account. I couldn't find a single tweet calling him trash for that. You called Elon Musk a genius. I looked at his X account. He uses what's considered the R word over 14 times in just the year 2024 alone. He actually posted it again this morning, talking about the trade advisor guy. And again, you worship that guy. So I want to know why you hold the left and Democrats to different standards than you do the right and Republicans. Understand where it comes from. My major problem is
Damn, I wanted to hear him answer. That was a good question.
Let me also speak to some of the young ladies here in high school.
That was a good
where your
question.
who's here where your top priority?
Hi, Charlie. I'm Nala Ray. It's so nice to be here today. So I was one of OnlyFans' top models for the last 5 years. And
one of OnlyFans' top models for the last 5 years. Can we clap it up? Can we clap it up? Look at my food.
And I got saved, and I radically gave my life to the Lord and gave that life up.
Praise the Lord.
She was touched by God. She was touched by God. And what did God tell her? Turn the camera off. God damn it. Turn that goddamn camera off.
So I want to know, would you support a ban on porn in America, and what would you do to make that happen?
Unfortunately, I don't think it's legal, but absolutely. I mean, first of all, porn is no different than a digital opiate and an addiction. I mean, we've seen states that have made it harder to access, and porn rates have gone.
Girl, you was a digital opiate. Girl, you was a digital opiate. Bro, you got over 200 likes. Honor your word. Shut the fuck up. Play the video. Negan, you make it sound so simple. I must play.
Down.
Yeah.
But you were once an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
What would you have to say to the danger?
Negan came in here talking business, y'all. Negan came in here. She mean business. She said, bruh, you got over 200 likes. Honor your word. Shut the fuck up and play the goddamn. I can't argue, nigga. I gotta play.
And the damage that does to young people.
Honestly, so much. It depends on sex as well. It has different effects on men than it does women. Like for men, it shuts them down. They don't know how to be in good relationships. They don't know how to treat women. For women, it's all emotional, and they just continue to get compared to the women in porn. You know. Right. So honestly, I'd say some self-control would go a really long way, which is also one of the fruits of the spirit. So I think America needs a revival right now. That's what I think.
Praise the Lord. Stay there for a second. I have a message.
Look, Charlie, like, yeah, stay there for a second, little mama. Let me size you up a little bit more.
To men, and then I want you to give a message to women. Men, if you are consuming OnlyFans, it is no different than you going out with a prostitute every night. The only difference is that you guys get to hide and some screen. Wow. You are contributing to the dehumanization.
So y'all been tricking this whole time. Damn. Charlie just put it to part. Charlie just told on y'all. So who in here be watching OnlyFans? Now I want to know. So we could talk about y'all. Come on. It's time to be judgmental. Let's hear it, y'all. Let's hear it. It's time to be judgmental. Let's watch the chat, guys. Watch it closely. It's time to judge.
And delegitimization of millions of young women that are nothing more. You are supplying the demand of the new online sex trade, and you need to stop doing it and repent in front of God for contributing to this awful cancer of selling your body for cash online. That is my message to men.
See that, Brando? I see you in it, Brando. You must repent, buddy. Hell no, I ain't letting you pass. Pauso? Hell no. You must repent, buddy. Hell no. I saw you raise your hand. You ain't getting past me that fast.
What is your message to women that sell their bodies online?
Honestly, you're so much more worth it than that. I don't know who hurt you in your life, if you have daddy issues, mommy issues, but you were made for so much more in the eyes of God. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that is it. Mic drop.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Hi, Charlie.
Tell me about your shirt. Is that should it legal?
I'm not sure what university you did say this specifically at, but you did state that you believe that the Holocaust was not as bad as abortion. So in other words, you believe that abortion is worse than the Holocaust.
Well, so they're both distinct evils,
of course,
with some similarities. The Holocaust in some ways was far more evil, but as far as magnitude, the abortion crime is more evil, and I can explain more if you'd like.
Okay, sure. So I did do some research. It is found that 1973 Roe v. Wade was ratified, correct? And so one thing that you did fail to mention was that specifically numbers are just larger because abortion has been going on for a longer amount of time. If the mass genocide, right, that the Holocaust would have continued, it was about 6 million killed per year. That would have progressed to 12 million. That would have progressed to 18 million. But it was ended because, again, it's a totalitarian form of mass genocide. And so I wanted to ask you, when you look at the 93% of women who do get abortions, it's 58,590,000 that get abortions the first trimester, correct? And there is suggestive data that states that 12 weeks, of gestation, there is significant data that has said that pain receptors may not have yet been developed. And so that would mean that outside of the women who received abortions first trimester, it would be 88,200 per year after the first trimester that the babies are likely experiencing pain. I will admit to that. However, I am pretty sure that every single person in the Holocaust, which would have been 2 million per year, as far as the people who could feel pain,
she came with them facts.
Did feel that pain. And so I would like to ask you, actually I think I would just like to tell you, I think that 2 million actual people, kids, grown people who were starved, worked to death, I think that is more significant than the 88,200 life forms, if you will. Because again, 58,590,000 of them are probably not feeling any pain.
Okay, yeah, but a human life's a human life, regardless of how advanced it is or whether it can feel pain. It still has moral worth.
Right, but I found it interesting. You said it's worse, so I think
so it's worse in numbers.
Okay.
The Holocaust was worse for two other different reasons.
Sure, go ahead.
It actually eliminated such a big portion of Jewish population.
Absolutely.
Nearly half of all living Jews were basically vaporized. And secondly, there was an intent and an evil
of trying to eradicate an entire religious people.
Yeah.
That is not unparalleled, but we've only seen that happen 4 or 5 times in history.
I'm not sure what university you did.
To all the Gen Zers, how much debt do you have to go to school? Why don't you, as quickly as you can, I know you said you're nervous at times, state your case of what you think.
Damn, I thought she had him. She's stating the facts. Charlie came back and came back with the win. God damn it.
Why you think Trump's 2019 phone call was a disqualifier?
Yeah, so I think not just the phone call, but the events surrounding the phone call, that he suspended congressionally approved aid explicitly in an attempt to coerce a foreign government to investigate a political opponent and the DNC servers. I thought that was contemptible. I also thought that the cover-up afterwards was really bad. And then I thought the refusal to comply with House Judiciary Committee subpoenas was really condemnable. I think all of those things reflect.
I'm confused.
Parker, welcome, and the mic is yours.
Yeah, can I ask you, do you think that?
Can we get some RIP Charlies in the chat, man? RIP Charlies in the chat, man. We celebrating freedom of speech. You know, forget all the opinions that you guys had. We celebrating freedom of speech right now. That's what it's about. And we need 250 likes so that we can move. We need about 250 likes so that we can move forward. God damn it. It's 437 people in here. It's 437 people in here. I don't ask for much. I ain't been asking for much. I didn't ask for much. Okay? I didn't ask for much. It's a lot of people in here. And all I ask, I'm going to send a collection bowl around again here in a minute, you know? I'm going to send a collection bowl around here in a minute. Just wait.
That Elon was like saluting or doing.
Well, your name is.
What do you think about Charlie Kirk being
Y'all be giving to that church? Hell
on your campus today?
To be honest, not really a fan. I don't agree with him, TBH.
What would you say is the biggest thing you don't agree with him on?
He seems a little transphobic, I'm not gonna lie.
What is the most transphobic thing you've heard him say?
I couldn't tell you.
What do you think about Charlie Kirk being on your campus today?
To be honest,
So if
I mean,
you had a daughter and she was 10 and she got, and she was going to give birth and she would, no wait, and she was going to give birth and she was going to live, would you want her to go through that and carry her baby?
That's awfully graphic.
It's no, but it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered.
Oh, okay, great. So that's insane.
But let me tell you why. No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. There's 2 ultrasounds I have. One is a baby conceived in. One is a baby conceived by a loving couple. Which one is which?
You don't know.
Exactly, because it's all human rights and it's all human beings.
But that doesn't matter. It's about your daughter who has to give birth.
Yeah, Charlie, you barking up the wrong tree now. She'll smack you. She'll smack you, Charlie. This one of them. Yeah, you was just talking about paying for all the dates and all that shit. Hell no. Yeah, you experienced one of these, nigga. Yeah, she'll smack your ass. You think you ain't paying for some shit with her? Yeah. She'll make you pay for it. She'll be like, yeah, smack. Yeah, smack. You feel me? She ain't playing with Charlie. She ain't playing at all. This is one of the ones. You could tell she feisty. She wants
and it's going to be tortured by that for the rest of her life. That's going to take away.
Yeah. Yeah, look, she feisty, ain't she? Yeah, she one of them ones. She'll smack Charlie. Charlie, you better stand down. Stand down, Charlie. Hell no. Stand down, Charlie. Hell no.
Every freedom she's ever going to have, that's going to ruin her life. She's going to grow up and she's going to be attached to another thing.
The point is how you were conceived is irrelevant to what human rights you get. But hold on 1 second. If a person conceived in walks down the side of the street, it's not like they don't get First Amendment rights or Second Amendment rights.
It's not about that person.
The worst thing to do to the daughter is to then say, hey, we're going to go murder the being inside of you.
They wouldn't even know. Listen.
They wouldn't know.
Listen.
But wouldn't it be better so we see something evil happen and we do something good in the face of evil instead of saying we're going to do evil and then the being because we're gonna pander to the evil? No. What makes the West great is that we do good after evil, not evil after evil.
It's not about the being in the cells. It's not about. No. I'm speaking.
Oh wait. Charlie better stand down because look, he clenching his teeth now because he started to feel it. She started screaming at his She started letting him know, like, God damn it.
I'm speaking. No, 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 thank you. So it's not. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the person. No.
See that? See that, Charlie? See that, Charlie? She wearing the pants in a relationship. See that, Charlie? Now you paying for all these dates? You talking about you gonna pay for everything? Yeah, pay for all this shit. Yeah, this what you pay for. You get what you pay for, Charlie. You know what I'm saying? This what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the person who is dealing with the pregnancy. I am not talking about the cells. I don't care. No, listen. The fetus, the whatever. I don't care about that right now until it is formed.
Yeah, she don't care about none of that. She don't care about none of that, Charlie. Unfortunately, yeah, he like, wow. Yeah, that's why I said, Charlie, you can't be paying for all that stuff. You can't keep paying for all that stuff, Charlie.
If there is a 5-year-old child who is pregnant and the baby is 2 weeks in utero, actually they have given birth. There is one recorded case of a 5-year-old girl who gave birth.
Is that common?
Yes, it's common. 5-year-olds get sometimes, and if they get pregnant, I think they should be able to have medical access to something that could save not only just their life, but like their livelihood.
How many, I'm curious.
I hope your daughter lives a very happy life and gets away from you.
Okay, so.
Yeah, she would have smacked. Yeah, she's ready to smack. She was ready to smack. She wasn't ready. She was done talking a long time ago, Charlie. Like, if this was a different setting, Charlie, hell no. You would be assaulted. If this was a different yeah. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't even worry about it, y'all. Cause you know what? We know the haters wanna silence me. Okay? The haters, they wanna silence me. YouTube, they wanna silence me. A lot of people want to silence me, but guess what? I must go on, I must go on because we're not doing anything wrong. Freedom of speech. And you know who put that in place? Charlie. Old Charlie here, Let's keep on going.
Skin Trump was 5 inches in you. Which way are you moving? Which way are you moving, Charlie? Get out!
Is that your question?
That is my question. If you were 5 inches in Elon Musk and Trump was 5 inches in you, which way are you moving?
Thank you for your question.
Which way? These are the pressing matters. We want to know answers.
Saying they tried to black me out. They wanted to black me out. They wanted to silence me. And you see what happened when they silenced me? What y'all do? Y'all start leaving. You see that? Y'all start leaving right when they like, oh, he dead in the water. Shit. He dead in the water. Y'all start leaving. Going to the next thing. Ain't that something? Crazy. It's a crazy world. Y'all care one day. 1 minute y'all care. Next minute y'all leaving. That's how it is. 1 minute y'all showing y'all care. Next minute y'all leaving me. Damn. That's crazy. Abandonment.
Charlie.
You waited in line to ask that question.
All right. You, Charlie.
Mr. Stein.
Well, Mr. Stein, that's my government name. My street name is Charlie Kirk, the world's greatest college debater. And I know you are a seasoned debater, but I am the best. And I must say, Charlie, you are talking about immigration. You're talking about deportations, mass deportations. But I must say that my housekeeper, Juanita, has raised me since I was a little boy.
Juanita.
And she's as legal as hell. She's illegal. So I want to say that, Charlie, why would you want to kick out my housekeeper? Because we need to protect all big booty Latinas. If you're a 9...
facts. My nigga speaking facts. You feel me? Hell nah. You start speaking facts.
You are fine. You get to stay. If you're an 8, we can have an immigration debate. If you're a 6, you can kick bricks. But Charlie, let's protect my housekeeper. Why does Juanita have to go, Charlie?
Oh,
you said she's legal, right?
She's illegal, yes.
Oh, illegal. Okay.
Illegal. Oh, yeah, she's very illegal. No papers.
I'm sorry, they all got to go.
No, but Charlie, I can't afford to pay a legal one. It's like 50 cents an hour for her.
No, it's going to break your bank.
Charlie, please, just let the lady stay. She's not...
No amnesty, no deportations, no exceptions. They're all going home.
Okay, well, I still won this debate. I love Charlie. We love it. We love you, Charlie. Keep up the good work.
You want a hat?
Charlie, you rule. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Hell no, we need to fight for Juanita. Hell no, we gotta keep Juanita.
For another episode, I'm gonna try to get the bus huzz. Huzz, you trying to get off at my place?
No, Bobby.
So glad. I hate Charlie Kirk. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
I'm going to send her a signed hat. I asked the question, like, why are you drinking alcohol? It makes me feel good. And if you want to be a man, this during the assassination, is that an Aaron Hernandez jersey? How dare you say that after I just shared the gospel to nearly 2,000 people here at Boise State University?
Get what? See that? Panamera? However you say that? Panamera? Now I'm sexualizing. What are you doing though? You're labeling. Wow, I feel so labeled. What the hell? Can I just have some fun? Damn. I can't have a little fun? Damn. Here you go. Here yo negative Nancy ass go. Labeling people. God damn.
If you had a son or a daughter and they came out to you and they said, Charlie, I'm gay, or Charlie...
We're winning so much that they had to... Day one with black guy. Everybody, do me a favor, please.
No petting? And there was a point in which Trump won Pennsylvania that you got emotional and you actually shed a tear or two. I wonder at one point in that emotional response goes from felicity and joy of shedding a tear over this liberator to actually sorrow of seeing that this is going to get to the point where it could lead to oppression. And that's where my question was.
Do you know why I cried on election night?
Because you thought it was a restoration of the Judeo-Christian values that are inherent to the Constitution.
Let me tell you why, because I think you might appreciate this as a historian. Joe Biden sent the entire federal government after Turning Point USA and me personally. They wanted me in federal prison. And by the way, that's what despots do, not Donald Trump. Let me finish. And so when Donald Trump won, it was a sigh of relief that maybe I won't have to go to federal prison. Maybe I can actually be around my kids. And maybe we can live in a free society.
And there's a point in which...
Well...
What would you say?
I hate Charlie Kirk. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
I'm going to send her a signed hat.
Before we start, I want to say I'm a professor here at WCU.
And I'll give you £1,000 right now if you could tell me the U.S. citizen that was deported under Donald Trump.
You, I hate you.
Yeah. Would you like to have a substantive conversation or?
A substitute?
Yeah.
A substitute? No, man. I just think you're an asshole.
Would you like to have a conversation?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like you. I think you spread hate. I think you spread bigotry. I think you piss a lot of people off because you're just an awful person. I don't think you really want to debate because you're just here to piss people off and energize your crowd of racists.
What have I ever said that's racist? Can you name one thing?
I'm Hispanic. Can I support Charlie?
Can you name
Does that mean anything?
Can you name a second thing I've ever said that's racist?
I think you're just trying to play a game, and I think this is obviously going to be used.
What have I ever said that's
I just want
hateful?
to hate you. You're awful. Get off my campus.
When have I ever?
You see that? See, this is what I'm saying, guys. Let's check this out. Check this out. I mean, peep gang. Look. So, what he's saying is, F Charlie. F you. I don't like what you stand for. I don't like what you said. You know what I'm saying? And Charlie's like, okay, name one thing I said. He couldn't name a thing. Even though it's some things that we can name. You know what I'm saying? But it's an opinion. It's opinionated. I don't think he's a racist. Honestly, I don't think he's a racist. Just like people were saying Donald Trump is a racist. I don't think Donald Trump is racist for real. You know what I'm saying? I think they're just people just label them these things because of certain things that they say. And that's the thing about it. We need to learn how to agree to disagree. We need to learn how to agree to disagree. You're not supposed to just hate somebody because you disagree with something that they said. I disagree with a lot of things a lot of people say. Do I hate those people? No. You know what I'm saying? But when you act out like these people are doing, they're acting out about it. They're just coming up to the mic like, F you, blah, blah, blah. Like they're looking like the hateful ones. And that's the type of hate that you had to have to go get a rifle and post up on a roof and kill Charlie. That same hate, that's where it came from. You know what I'm saying? The hate that you're seeing these people throw at them in these debates, that's the same hate that 22-year-old, what was his name? Tyler Robinson? That's the same hate that he had for Charlie Kirk. So you see how strong the hate was. You know what I'm saying? And these were just coming from kids. But what was he doing? He was going city to city, state to state, going to these colleges, steady debating. And he was bringing this type of hate to these college campuses. You know what I'm saying? But it's not really hate. He's just bringing a debate to them. He's really questioning their know-it-all. You know what I'm saying? Because like he said, these college campuses are the breeding grounds for all these leftist opinions, all of this he, she, they, their stuff, all of this different shit. It starts on a college campus. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he was going to these places. But you see what type of hate comes with it. And you see even these kids will go get a rifle and kill you just for disagreeing. You know? He challenged their ignorance. Exactly. Facts.
Said anything that's hateful. Have a nice day.
Yo, hey, what's up, Charlie? How are you? Oh, wow, you got like very blue eyes. I didn't realize. I watch you on camera all the time.
I do not have blue eyes, but that's okay.
Oh, you don't have blue eyes? Sorry, I guess I'm colorblind.
Blue eyes? I don't think so.
I don't know. Well, they're very striking. I just wanted to say. I was curious. Would it be all right? I have some people that were asking me if it was all right if I recorded, just because there's a lot of people that were curious about this.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna do some stupid troll and fall on your face, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but okay, yeah, I'm just like okay. So I was talking about this with you got
like 10 seconds, man.
Okay, I apologize. What? Oh, hand down? Oh, not on the mic.
You can record. I don't care.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well.
What's your question?
Yeah. So.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that my question would just generally be like, at the front of the line, I was like, hey, I want to talk about like LGBT issues and stuff like that. And obviously, I feel very strongly about that stuff.
Just got out of the Army. I served 11 years.
Thank you for your service.
Listen, I just came for a little motivation, all right, guys? You guys wake up every day with freedom, you know what I mean? You get to take a deep breath. You get to go get a coffee. You get to go eat breakfast, you know what I mean? You guys don't have to worry about anything. Let me tell you guys something. I wasn't afforded those luxuries. I was born into poverty. I was born into substance abuse. I don't know what it is to have parents. My only way out was to join the military at the age of 17 years old. I am now 30 years old. I just got out of the military January 30th this year, and I want to let you guys know freedom is not free, so enjoy what you're given, okay? Honestly. It's a privilege to be here. Enjoy.
Freedom is not free, so enjoy what you're given. Amen to that. You know? Spread love, not hate. More love in the chat. Can we get some RP Charlies? This is part 5. This here is part 5 of what happened to Charlie. Should I do a part 6? If y'all want me to do a part 6, then put part 6 in the chat right now. I want to see it. If yes, put yes. If no, put no. If yes, put yes. If no, put no. For no part 6. If y'all don't want it, then y'all won't get it. How about that? Part 6. If yes, put yes. If no, put no. Yes. Well, looks like there will be a part 6, guys. Looks like Nor want part 6. So, yes, we must do part 6, guys. So, we have 266 likes. We have 239 people. Thank you guys for staying with me, for the people that did stay. Let me see. Chris came through here and he dropped some knowledge. He told us about love and more love that we need to spread throughout the world, throughout the community. So before you guys go to sleep tonight, make sure you tell somebody you love them. Okay? That's how you spread love. When you go to sleep tonight, tell somebody you love them. You feel me? On that note, I'm going to ride on up out of here in my Bentley Bentayga. I love you guys. Appreciate you coming back through. Once again, I'm your host, Surviving Fillmore Africa. Make sure you guys remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss an episode. And I'll be back. Just make sure